Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle here for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. It is prediction video time for this week. A fight I really want to talk to you guys about is taking place this Saturday night, and it's in the lightweight division. It's also for the International Boxing Federation World Championship. It's being contested by Richard Commey, who is 29-2 with 26 stoppages, and he takes on Teofimo Lopez, who is 14-0 with 11 stoppages. So, fantastic fight. This one, guys, it's one that I've watched an awful lot of both guys this week. As you guys know, I love my boxing. I've seen both guys a number of times before, but sometimes before I come on and speak to you guys, I like to refresh my memory and get a real feel for the fight and see if I can see areas in where the fight can be won or if there's going to be upsets on the card, etc. So let's get straight into it. Richard Commey. Richard Commey is a very good fighter. As I say, he's won 29 out of 31. He's stopped 26. Some really good, hard and tough fights with guys like Raimundo Beltran, Denis Shavikov, Robert Easter Jr., etc. So he's been up there with the creme de la creme of the division, and he's more than held his own. His only two losses to Shavikov and Easter have been split decision losses on the cards. Let's say he's taken on Teofimo Lopez, who is 14-0 with 11 stoppages. Teofimo is regarded as quite a bit of a prospect in the United States at the moment. I think there's some big things expected from him. He's a former Olympian. He seems to be going from strength to strength. His opposition is increasing in terms of class every time he fights. So it's a really intriguing matchup. And what I've been asking myself this week, guys, is it time for Lopez to sink or swim? It's a very tough fight in your 15th fight to take on Richard Commey for the world title, especially when I've been watching bits of Lopez. I watched his last fight. I can't pronounce the kid's name, but he's 18-0 and he was very big and tall. And Lopez seemed to get hit an awful lot, and the boy was a bit of a puncher. I think he'd stopped 12 out of the 18, but it was like Nagasaki or something the boy was called, and I was a little bit, he's getting hit an awful lot. If he gets hit by Commey like that, it really could be lights out. But then I went and I watched Richard Commey and I seen the fight with Denis Shavikov, and I thought, if that was Teofimo Lopez in there, he could cause Commey a lot of problems. So I think it really depends on which version each fighter shows up on Saturday, but I think it can't fail to be a great fight, guys. Say the strengths for both guys is both of them can punch, so I wouldn't say that that's a strength just for either of them. Both of them can. Commey, one of his strengths, he's super fit, and for Lopez, one of Lopez's really big talking points in terms of his credentials is his ability. As we know, he's an Olympian, so he's not qualified for the Olympics just being a puncher. He's got ability, he's generally good with the shoulder roll and things, but there are improvements to be made there. Weak points for both guys is I think that Commey can be outboxed by a smart boxer, and for Lopez, as I say, his weak point, sometimes his defence is a little bit leaky. But I'm going to lead on to prediction time, guys. I've talked about both fighters quite a bit. I have hummed and hawed a little bit back and forth about this fight. But for me, I'm going to go with Teofimo Lopez to potentially win the second half of the fight or winning points. Either guy winning this fight would not surprise me. I think it's that tight. I've looked to the bookmakers' odds. They've got Lopez as very slight favourite. I don't think that they can call it confidently either. But for me, I just see if Lopez is going to go on to be the prospect that everyone thinks he is, he's got to get by Richard Commey on Saturday. So my prediction for Saturday night's fight for the IBF World Lightweight title between Richard Commey and Teofimo Lopez is for Teofimo Lopez to win in the second half of the fight or to win on points. My name is Greg Doyle. I write for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out our YouTube, and also please check out our website. Thanks again, guys. Cheers.